Hey there, all my tarot junkies. Thank you for tuning in to my channel today. My name is Mizzweets, and in this video, we're going to be discussing 3 things for the month of April and May for all of the Aquarius out there. The 3 topics they're going to be discussing are altruism, play, and cycles. If you guys are interested in that, then Aquarius, keep on watching. Aquarius, welcome to the 3 keywords that we're going to discuss throughout April and May. Alright, so the first depiction we have is Bast. Her keyword is play. It is time to relax and be playful. Seek a balance between work and fun. Learn a difficult skill through discovery and play. Be curious. The next depiction is going to be Helios, with the keyword being cycles. Know that personal patterns, positive or negative, may be playing into your life right now. Plug into the cycles of nature for your renewal and vitality. The next word is altruism, with the depiction of Prometheus. All right. Make decisions or start projects for the good of all. Seek out a healthy balance between yourself and others. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, so now we're at the depiction of Prometheus, with the keyword being altruism. So this pile is pretty much going to deal with having selflessness, giving in order to better someone else, even if it's at the cost of your own pleasure, or at the cost of your own well-being at some point. All right, so basically, for the middle of April, we have the Four of Swords reversed, and then we have the Two of Cups. We've also got Soulmates card and the Thinker. I feel like for some of you, you've been sleeping on some of your thoughts. Okay, I feel like you have something to express, but you've been withholding these words. You've been withholding this conversation from the person that's in your relationship, family members, your lover. I feel like perhaps some of you may be needing to take the time out to get your message to be more focused, to have a more focused approach. So some of you are out here and you have something to say, but you're taking the time out, and I feel like this could be for a soulmate as well. I feel like some of you are taking the time out and thinking about what it is you want to say and making sure that the message comes through and is conveyed properly. Okay, so therefore you've kind of relaxed your tongue, you've kind of sat on it, and you've thought about it like, is this how I want to approach this? Because I want to be gentle in my approach with this penguin. He has to keep to our heart, so he definitely wants to be gentle with our heart. And I feel like at some point you are going to express your opinions, your ideas, and things of that matter are going to be expressed to your partner, okay? With this Two of Cups, I'm sensing that, like I said, with family members or lovers, perhaps you could be, you will need to pretty much weigh your pros and cons of your relationship and kind of aim for a common ground. And this is also a reminder not to force what doesn't fit. So the key word for me, what I hear in my head, is going to be calculated action, okay? With the depiction of Prometheus and our keyword being altruism. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about, make sure that you are taking time out to think about how you want to discuss whatever it is that's bothering you, or things that you want to say, express an idea, or anything like that, in with caution. That's what this is telling you, to express your feelings with caution to your partner and to take care of that person's heart, okay? I feel like this is going to be something that really is going to impact this person on an emotional level. So just be careful with that. In the middle of the month, or at the beginning of May, we have the Strength card and we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like you will be making a connection, making a strong connection with someone. I feel like this week will encourage you to make decisions based in courage. All right, I feel like you're going to be called to relinquish the naysayers, okay? You may also be called to help build someone up by providing passionate understanding for this other person. I feel like you may also have to be someone that other person needs to lean on for encouragement and moral support. All right, I feel like this is also, you're going to be called on this person to ease their worries or ease their pain. All right, I feel like you're going to be lending your strength to someone in order to make big changes. Basically, you're going to be helping someone. They don't have the mental strength that it takes to withstand whatever it is that they're going through. So that's where you're going to come in. Even though this person is bigger than you and you think that they have all it takes, as I was saying before my camera died, sorry about that. This strength card represents someone who's going to be in need of your help during a time of them not having the words or the wisdom or the mental clarity to take care of what it is that they need to take care of. They're going to be leaning on you. Much as this whale is a giant, powerful, strong whale, that's how they appear on the outside, but there are a lot of things that they can't do, that they're not capable of doing themselves. This is the role that you're going to play with this person in your life. You're going to be the person to kind of help tame the situation for them when they cannot tame it themselves. They don't have the mental clarity or the capability to do it at this time. This is where you're going to come in and assist. Now we have the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands. Then we've got our two Oracle cards, the Fates and the Orphaned. Okay, so with this Four of Cups and the Five of Wands, your focus is going to be less defensive, okay? You are uninterested in wasting your energy and wasting your time on uncertain aspects of life during this time. All right, you're going to be leaving behind energy to a higher power, leaving behind this energy to a higher power, okay? I feel like you'll spend this week with someone who isn't on your team, who isn't in your circle. All right, and that's where the abandoned card comes in. Someone who's feeling abandoned, who's not feeling like they belong somewhere. You're going to be drawn to include this person in your circle, okay? I feel like at some point you're going to have the urge to communicate with this person, because just that is what the Aquarius does. They are about uniting mankind with genuine interest in helping other people. All right. And I feel like this is going to be you. You're going to be offering your emotional support to someone who feels orphaned. Okay. And that kind of goes along with the energy during the middle of the month. So I feel like you're going to be revisiting this person often. All right. Also, as I was saying, with not feeling like you have the emotional energy to continue on with this defensive mode, that's when the fates come into play. I feel like whatever is bothering you, like I said, leaving it up to the higher power will allow this to kind of vanish away from you. I feel like this is just going to be something that has to take place. Whatever this is that's going on with you, whatever this defensive energy is, this is something that's going to take place for you. But know that it will pass, because the fates has to allow this to happen. But at the same time, give this up to the higher power. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next card. I'll see you there. Hello, Aquarius. This is going to be the reading for you dealing with the keyword being cycles with our depiction of Helios here. All right, so this is going to be a reading depicted from maybe the middle of April to somewhere in the middle of May, or either perhaps the end of May. It depends on how it fits your story, and depending on the future of what it beholds for you and when this will take place for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with what's to come during the middle of April. We have the Five of Swords, and then we've got the Hermit, and then we've got the Oracle card, Time for a Nap. All right, so let's talk about this Five of Swords and the Hermit card first. All right. So basically what I'm getting from this is that this is going to be the closing of a chapter for you. All right, so with the Hermit card, or either the Time for a Nap card, this is basically letting me know that if you've recently been in a altercation of some sort, this is going to be a sign to step away from the scene and take a rest. I feel like you do not need to continue on to carry out this cycle. I feel like your well-being is going to be at stake at this point. Even if this was something that was unintentional, it's time to detach from the battle and become neutral and focus on yourself if you're single. Focus on your relationships if you're in a partnership, or focus on the people that you love around you, who are the closest to you and who know your boundaries, who who know what your soft spot is, okay? And they know to stay away from that boundary, okay? Focus on the people who are inside of those, who reside in those guidelines for their, when it comes down to their respect for you. I feel like something might have happened. There might have been an altercation, and you know, I can see in the card that they're horse playing and then someone got hurt. All right, so this is basically saying that it's just time for a nap, time to step away. Go, just step away from all those outside influences, and kind of recollect yourself. You know, I feel like this might have been a misfortunate event, but it's time to kind of take the time to recollect yourself. And this is going to be pretty much the closing of a cycle, dealing with a certain individual in your life who really doesn't really serve you anymore. Not at this time, they don't. And then we have at the beginning of May, we have the Three of Cups, and then we've got the Eight of Wands. So this is going to be like the beginning of a new cycle, okay? So we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Mending card. So I feel like with our Mending card, we have the number 52. Okay, so 52, 5 is a sign for conflict or change. And then 2 is like plannings and new beginnings for me. It's like you had your new beginning, now it's time to start taking action with it, okay? So we also have the Three of Cups here, and we know that the Three of Cups pretty much represents working in collaboration with those who are closest to you or making new acquaintances. And then we also have our Eight of Wands. So this is talking about speed and communication, or communication through text message, things of that matter. So basically the whole message of what this is telling me is that I feel like you're going to be heading into a new beginning with old relationships. This could include friends, family, co-workers. I feel like you'll be bonding over coffee or like over something small. There'll be like a reconnection with those in your circle. I feel like you could be collaborating by, like I said, a way of communication for the greater good and the future of your relationships. I feel like at some point you're going to need this person. All right, so this is going to be a time for forgiveness because we have the Mending card, like I said, with our 5 representing conflict and disruption or a major change. This is basically like, this could be the same individual who was from the beginning of April coming back into play after you've had time out to play that hermit role. You've taken your time out to play that hermit role, and now this person is coming back in to help mend the relationship, bringing those bridges together, bridging the gaps between you. I feel like this reconnection is going to be very intense with our Eight of Wands here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication between you guys. There's going to be a lot of reconnecting. This is going to save your relationship. There's going to be a lot of text messaging back and forth, a lot of, just phone calls made, and just a bunch of communication. And then eventually we're going to have the Three of Cups where you guys can meet up and actually physically enjoy each other's company again. And I feel like you're going to be working on something together and putting your differences aside or the past behind you in order to complete a new cycle, all right? So moving on to either the middle of May or perhaps closer to the end of May, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we've also got the Eight of Pentacles, and we also have exchanging gifts. All 3 of these cards work together with us, okay? This is basically letting me know, this exchanging gifts letting me know that going hand in hand with our Eight of Pentacles, you guys are going to be putting in work for the greater good. I feel like there's going to be a lot of collaboration going on. Whatever you put in is going to be a sign of what you get out, okay? So let's turn it around and go back to our Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like we're going to be engaging with people of all kinds, of all sorts. They're not going to look like you, and you're not necessarily going to think that you have too much in common with this person. Your backgrounds are going to be different, but you're going to be coming together from all backgrounds in order to achieve a common goal. Okay, I feel like there's going to be a multitude of opportunities that are going to be presented to you. They're going to be offered to you. But this is a reminder that an exchange of your experience and your skills are going to be weighed in. So basically, based off what you put into this investment or based on what you put into this investment is what you're going to get out. Okay, it's going to be an equal and opposite gift of what you will receive. I feel like our queen always represents the physical growth, the well-being, the comfort and responsibilities, the healing, the nursing, the caretaking, the management. So I see you creating goods or products or offering services in order to achieve a goal and to meet a quota, okay? So I feel like the Eight of Pentacles, they're all working together, collaborating to get something done. I feel like this is going to be a turning point for you somehow in your either in your career, your personal life. A good example for this has already happened for me. I am not an Aquarius, but I do have it in my chart. So basically, for me, I do work in healthcare. This is not my full-time tarot reading is not what I do full time. I work in healthcare, and I've seen a lot of people because we have to wear our N95 mask or either our just regular surgical mask. They hurt the back of our ears after wearing it for a 12-hour shift. So someone was kind enough and nice enough to just make a boatload of them and just give them away to the workers. But do you see how that helps us? The fact that we're a little bit more comfortable, we can do our job that much more easier. So that's kind of like a scenario of what it is to expect. I mean, it could be something greater, but for me, that was like all the world because I had been having my ears, the back of my ears were sore, and it was just making me uncomfortable, making it harder for me to do my job, and just having that small gesture really made the difference in my worth ethics. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next. Aquarius, now we're here with the depiction of bass with our keyword being play. For the middle of April, we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and a change in the wind. So what I can see, Aquarius, is that someone from the past has a change of heart. All right, their experience without you has weakened them. I feel like this person has gained strength and wisdom in a sense. I feel like the person is concerned about being hurt, but at the same time, they have become open-minded about the future with you. Okay, so the reason why I feel this is because we have the change in the wind, and that we know that our Six of Cups is usually representing a person from the past who has a gift to bear, has something that they want to explain to you or tell you or express something to you, okay? And then we've also got the Nine of Wands here. So I feel like this person wants to become a little bit more open-minded towards you. This person is still kind of wary about what position that they are in based on how they're going to open up to you. But this card, this either could be yourself or the other person. Keep that in mind as well. This lets me know that them opening up to you, the energy that they're going to bring is something very delightful. I feel like you're going to be reconnecting with the past. You're going to be doing a lot of gift giving and sharing ideas. I feel like they're just going to completely let down your defenses at some point. So this is what's going to happen to you during the middle of April. Basically a change in the wind with the relationships around you, okay? Moving on towards the probably the beginning of May, we have the Chariot reversed, and then we've got the Ten of Cups and our Oracle card that says New Life. All right, so I think for this, things are going to be falling into place soon. I feel like prosperity is going to come to you in a lot of surprising forms. There may be ideas, plans, emotions, things that were once stagnant with this Chariot card that is in reverse. Things that were once stagnant and not going anywhere or feeling stuck, those things are going to change because we have our Ten of Cups, and then we've also got our card that says New Life. Okay, so I can see there's family gathered around a meal. There's a lot of fulfillment here, and there's also the abundance of a new life. Somebody's going to feel renewed. Either there's going to be a birth, or maybe you're going to be celebrating a birth, because we kind of look like we're celebrating something. We have the little birthday tassels, or there's an egg, which represents like fertility. So, and she's coming out of the egg. So it's like new life is begun, and you're celebrating the new life. So this leads me to think that you're going to be in a stage where things are going to be blossoming. I feel like people are going to be coming together in celebration of health, of renewed sense of self, of maybe even a new baby showers. I feel like this is going to be a season to bring out the best in others that are around you. Romance is going to be enhanced. Commitments are going to be strengthened. I feel like the bond around you and your family is just going to be phenomenal. There's going to be a lot of good energy around you guys. So celebration, for that matter, is basically the key for me. I feel like celebration and play. Energy too. All right, so with the middle of May or towards the end of May, we also have the Hierophant. All right, we have the Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. All right, and then we have the Oracle card that says Deep Knowing. All right, so someone, let's see. I feel like someone is going to play a meaningful role in your life soon. I feel like this energy is going to be of a leader, which is why our Hierophant card is here. Okay, this could be yourself as well. I feel like there's going to be a creative energy flowing all around you. All right, so with our Seven of Wands, this is going to be like a sign that you need to protect what's yours. All right, you need to protect your work and your good name. I feel like you're going to have to make your focus and your energy on the project that you're working on. You're going to have to protect this because I don't know why I get the keyword being plagiarized, but making sure that your work and your ideas, that you're getting credit for your work and your ideas. Also, I feel like somehow you're going to have to like keep your ideas separate from the masses until it's ready to be presented. So if you guys are doing any type of work where you're writing petitions, spells, wish lists, things that you want to happen, you need to make sure that no one's energy is able to inflict their intention onto your work, because this may block or hinder your happiness, okay, or hinder your blessings. I feel like whenever I'm doing work, energy work, or whenever I'm doing something, writing a spell or anything like that, I always never speak about it. I never talk to people about it, because even when I was purchasing a house, no one knew that I was purchasing a house. No one knew those things until they happened, because I feel like people put their intention unknowingly and knowingly. They put their intention into things, and they kind of corrupt what you have going on. So whatever it is, if you guys have something going on to where you're creating something new for yourself, this Deep Knowing card is kind of like knowing that you have to protect your work, that you have to keep your knowledge to yourself, in a sense. You have to be stingy with that, just for the greater good, so that you can manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest this month. All right, so that's the end of the reading. We'll go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for staying for that entire reading. If you guys like that, please give me a thumbs up. All right, if you want to make a comment, go ahead and make a comment. Be sure to send something to my email address so that I know that you guys want another free reading. If you guys want to see me next week, remember, you have to hit the subscribe and ring the bell. I'll see you guys later. Bye.